Hi Virgo, this is your February 2022 spiritual reading. I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right, we have number 3. And number 52. We have choose to see abundance. And nurture, love, and expand, number 38. And we have number 14, let love grow. All right, so it does feel like you guys are making quite a significant shift where you may have been in a cycle of not really taking any actions towards your ideas, not moving forward. Like if someone were to look at your life, they wouldn't, like most of your progress and most of your world feels very internal, at least in this past cycle. Like you may have had brilliant ideas, made brilliant plans, made so many changes, did so much healing internally. But your external world hasn't changed too much. But it does feel like you're making a shift where now you're going to be very focused on making changes externally and making those physical moves and taking actions on everything that you've been planning and working towards internally. It does feel like you guys may have done a lot of healing as well, especially when it comes to abundance and seeing your own worth and your own value. It's because of that healing that took place where now you know you deserve the world. You know that you deserve to have the most beautiful, abundant life filled with unconditional love. And that's why now that you're going to choose to put yourself back out into the world, things are going to be so different for you. In both, like in these two cards, she goes from sleeping to being focused. It says precision, determine, and destiny. Like you are so powerful now. You've really stepped into your power where you have the confidence and strength and courage to go after anything and everything that you want in the physical world. You guys may have also dealt with some perfection issues, like I have as well, where I would not take steps forward because if it wasn't perfect, I didn't want to do it. If it didn't go exactly the way I had planned or something got messed up, I didn't want it anymore. And it feels like you guys may have had something similar to that and you've done healing there as well, where you kind of recognize that perfection isn't possible. Like everything is just perfect as it is. Everything happens perfectly just the way it's meant to. And even if you don't see it then, eventually you will recognize how nothing should have happened any other way. Even if it wasn't part of your plans, even if it didn't go your way, it happened just right and just how it was meant to. And then in these two cards as well, she goes from sleeping, being in this dark. You guys really, the Persephone myth, it's like you guys went in the underworld and became a queen and really found your power, stepped into your power, and you're coming out of it so different than you were before. And it does feel like a big part of this healing had to do with self-love for you guys. We have the 7 of air. You guys may have in your life dealt with a lot of gaslighters, a lot of people telling you that it's like you were gaslit so much in your life that you have started doing it to yourself. And that's a very common thing that people do when that is something they experience for a majority of their lives. It's that becomes their new normal, and you're kind of learning to stop doing that. You're learning to honor and value your emotions, your intuition, to trust yourself, to believe in yourself, to honor all parts of yourself. Let's see. We have the call. Yeah, you guys are coming out of a very significant spiritual awakening, like significant dark night of the soul, where something happened that triggered this for you guys. And ever since then, like we were saying, you've been in this cycle of focusing on yourself and focusing on your inner world, and all of the work that you've been putting has been more internal. Hierophant, yeah, and it's all for a greater purpose. This entire time, you've been led by your higher self. You've been following your intuition. You've been following the path that you're meant to be on right now. Really, you guys are coming out of this so much more powerful, so much more aligned. You guys are... You're ruled by Mercury, right? The magician. You're so powerful, and it feels like this time around you're really recognizing that. Like, it's not just something you know in your mind, it's something that you're now able to apply in your life. You've recognized your power. You've seen things, you've experienced things during this spiritual journey that you've been on that have completely transformed you. And that's why now when you decide to go back out into the world, it's going to be such a different experience for you guys than it would have been before you went through all of this. We have the Ace of Water. Again, with the self-love, something you guys did a lot of heart healing. For most of you, it does feel like that comes from self-love. Like if you were a child and, growing up, you were told that, wow, you're too emotional, or you didn't really experience unconditional love. Instead, love was conditioned on if you got good grades, if you acted a certain way, if you listened to your parents or whatever. That's really painful. No child, it's like having an angel, a precious, precious divine gift, and not loving it the way that it deserves to be loved. And it feels like you guys have done a lot of inner child healing, and you've healed that part of yourself that still held on to that pain of, wow, why can't I just be loved the way I am? Why, even if I get bad grades, why does that have to determine whether or not I'm loved and I'm cared for and I get a good reaction and I'm, given a, I don't know, it feels like you've learned, you're re-loving yourself. Like you guys may have, something I really like to do with that inner child healing is like going back to those memories that you still hold on to and that are very, very painful, and just being there for yourself and holding yourself, talking to yourself, telling yourself whatever it is that you needed to hear. That is so incredibly healing, and it feels like you guys have done something like that. It's like the seahorse is holding that pearl. There's a lot of mother energy here, a lot of healing in that hug, and it feels like that's what you've been doing, healing that inner child, healing your heart, empowering yourself. Yeah, we have strength. You guys, you're coming out of this and the world is yours. You're unstoppable. In the past, your head and your heart may have not been aligned, or your head was very, very powerful, but your heart was kind of blocked because of this healing that needed to happen. And now that you've done that, you have both of the most powerful elements that you need for manifestation and for creation. And that's why, like before, whatever you were working towards, it may have taken time for it to come to you. Whereas now it's like the moment you decide what you want and take action and feel that it's yours, it's yours. Like it happens for you so very quickly. You can have anything you desire. There are no limits for you. You guys might have a strong 12th house or 8th house, where a big part of your journey, we have the number 5 here, is alchemy and transforming and healing, taking something you don't like and transforming it into something else. Seeing your reality and the aspects you don't like about it, instead of feeling like a victim, you decide, okay, I'm going to change that. I'm going to make that change inside. I'm going to feel like that change has already happened, and it'll happen because now my heart is open. Now the universe can feel this energy emitting from my heart, and it will bring to me whatever it is that I'm desiring. You guys are extremely, extremely powerful right now. Let's see. And it's all because of this intense cycle that you're coming out of. For a lot of you, this could have been many, many years that you've been in this healing process, but now the phoenix is rising. You are coming out of it more powerful than you can even imagine. Like, people are gonna be shocked. We have love. For you guys, really feels like love is power. Love saved you. Love empowered you, and not love from external people or things. Self-love, you loving and having compassion for all aspects of yourself, especially the ones that you've been ignoring and been putting to the side and been ashamed of because that's what you were told, in life and growing up, and learning to love all of that instead of it working against you. Now they work with you. Now those demons that people are so terrified of are your friends. They are your protectors. They become your army. You're coming out of this really something else. Like, it's like before, you could have been a lot like more hesitant and more passive, and not actually like moving towards things, not thinking that you can achieve them, not thinking that you're worthy of things. And now you're coming out of it like standing up straight, walking towards whatever it is that you want with 100% confidence that it's yours, and you have this army around you that are working for you and protecting you. You just feel very, very unstoppable. Like, this picture is how I view you. Like, these 3 cards are what you are coming out of this next cycle as. Like, you are determined. You have everything that you need to get whatever it is that you want. You are a phoenix rising. You are powerful. You are this high priestess. You are this empress. You're everything. You're the most powerful expression of the divine that you can embody in this life, and you really are gonna use it to the fullest, and you're gonna make the most out of this life. You're gonna get and manifest anything and everything that you desire, and you're no longer gonna let anyone get in your way, anyone stop you. No one's opinion matters anymore. It's you. You have found it. Whatever it is that you did, it's like you found that golden ticket. You passed a level that most people don't even get near in life. So yeah, you guys, your physical world is gonna completely change in whatever way that you want it because of all of this transformation that you've recently gone through. All right, Virgo, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.